One of the most exciting cars in AMG's recent history is the AMG GT. It is a car that has delighted fans across the world, and I'm pleased to tell you that there's a new one. Now, I am in a studio in Vienna about to see the car for the very first time. Let's have a look. Oh, wow! That is a beautiful looking car. Oh, I just desperately want to get behind the wheel.
Before that, let me give you some facts and figures. This is the second generation AMG GT and will serve as AMG's flagship offering. The top model will use a twin turbocharged 4-litre V8, delivering 585 horsepower and 800 Nm of torque, a 9-speed transmission with 4MATIC Plus, all-wheel drive, and inside, a new optional 2+2 layout, meaning it shouldn't only be fast, but also pretty practical.
Now, I don't have an awful lot of time with this car, so I've enlisted the help of Luggage, who is the exterior designer, to find out a little bit more about this absolute beaut. You've done a good job, sir.
Thank you, Alex.
Tell me more about it.
Yeah, first welcome here in our studio in Vienna. As you see here, we have the second generation GT. GT stands for Gran Turismo, and it certainly has the Gran Turismo proportions. We have a long bonnet, cab backward design, very fast silhouette.
For a big car, you've made it look very compact.
That's my job, you know?
Fair play.
The car became bigger, but we've used some tricks how to make the car look actually more compact. Of course, we have the big wheels. Yeah, as you see, the whole package works.
I love the panoramic sunroof.
Yeah, that's a new feature for the GT. We implemented for the first time now. The front is very important because the face of the car, it's what you see in the rear view mirror mostly, yeah, when it comes to the AMG GT. Of course, we have the star in the middle. We have our big AMG grille.
Is that bigger than the previous model?
It is bigger, yes. We want to make a bolder, bolder statement, bolder front. Very expressive, as you can see. We have 3-4 inlets that feeds the big V8 with air. This was very important for us. We have the shark nose, which really gives the car push forward when you see it from the side.
Yeah, it looks very menacing.
Exactly.
And with the shape of the lights as well, that really adds to a very distinctive, very commanding face, doesn't it?
Exactly, it just gives the appearance of being serious and aggressive, yeah. The V8 engine here, that's why we have a lot of volume on the bonnet. We want to show where the power comes from. And we also have some power domes, which you can see also from the inside. It's quite powerful feeling.
I like this light feature. This looks new, the strip.
Exactly, this is GT specific. For the first time, we have the 3-pointed signature lights, which you'll find at the back as well. So at night you should be able to recognize the GT as well. What we have new is the crest, is the AMG Affalterbach crest, which we started implementing when we did our 55th year anniversary for AMG. So all the volumes start from the grille. We see the grille as a turbine that really sucks the air out of the road, and these volumes continue in a very sculptural way to the side.
So it's very aerodynamic.
Exactly. This helps aerodynamics. It makes a really nice sculpture. It's very seamless. We have this philosophy of sensual purity, so we carry it on the GT as well. As you can see here, Alex, we have a very soft and seamless transition to the rear. We have a very round rear volume, which we underlined with the new graphic. The rear lights we've connected into one piece.
And they echo the front lights, like you said.
Then that's our signature for the AMG GT. So you recognize the car when it passes you on the highway.
That is a good looking bum.
Very sexy indeed.
It really is.
Yeah.
And nice rear spoiler.
Exactly. We have the integrated adaptive spoiler as standard, and this flying wing we can have as an optional extra, together with some other aerodynamic pieces around the car in the aerodynamic package.
I want to know more about the fun stuff. So, product manager Felix is going to tell me more. Talk to me about performance.
Yes, happy to be here with you. So basically our new GT will remain our sportiest car in the portfolio. And the heart of the GT is basically our V8 biturbo engine. It will be a 4-liter one with 585 horsepower for the GT63. And we will also offer a GT55, which is basically a medium-sized V8 with 476 horsepower.
Ah, nicely done. What about 0 to 62 or 0 to 100?
So we have 3.2 seconds from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour.
And top speed?
Top speed is 315 kilometers per hour.
Whew, so just under 200 miles an hour.
Yeah, almost.
That's not too shabby.
We do have even more USPs that helps us to bring the performance on the street, which is our 4MATIC Plus all-wheel drive. We also offer our AMG Active Ride Control suspension, which is also quite nice. Both help us to put the power on the streets, and especially the four-wheel drive allows us to put also the whole torque, the whole performance on the rear axle. So we also offer a drift mode for this car.
Ah, you will make the viewers very happy.
Lots of driving pleasure.
Yeah.
And also talking about the rear axle, we do offer a rear axle steering with 2.5 degrees. And we also have an electronical rear axle differential lock.
Wow.
Also helps us a lot with performance. So this one is a beast when it comes to that.
She really is a beast. So the previous model was only a two-seater, but this one's 2+2.
This is also a USP that we offer with our GT optional, because we also listen to our customers, and they told us you're doing a great performance car, but they also give us the feedback that there's some improvement potential when it comes to daily usability and also the comfort aspect. So we wanted to combine both worlds, having a high performance car, but you can also use it on your daily basis.
So that expands to the boot.
It does. We do have a bigger greenhouse than the predecessor, and if you want, we can also just have a look into the trunk space and just open up with the electric tailgate. We can also do it with hands-free access, but as you can see, we improved the luggage space a lot.
Total space is a pretty useful 321 litres, which is a tad smaller than the previous generation car's 335 litres, but with the new folding rear seats, this increases to a healthy 675 litres. Definitely enough for a set of golf clubs or a small suitcase for that weekend away. As with all 2+2s, the rear seats aren't too spacious, but there's enough room back there for one full-size passenger and some bags.
The philosophy of Mercedes is all about sensual purity. So everything has to have the X factor and have beauty. And I think they have hit the nail on the head in this cockpit. I absolutely love this leather dashboard with the air vents coming through to these physical touch wind turbine style vents. Real combination of digital and physical touch really works. It's got a big driver display behind the steering wheel and this 11.8-inch screen in the middle. Steering wheel is beautiful, nice carbon fibre touches, and it's a driver's car, so all of the buttons are on the steering wheel. These are very nice optional AMG performance seats, but the sports seats are also an option too. The attention to detail in here is extraordinary. The very big panoramic sunroof gives an awful lot of light in here. It feels like a good, powerful, and very nice car.
It'll be interesting to see how the GT compares with the other big V8s in the AMG lineup, the new SL63. Both essentially use the same V8 engine with the same power and torque output, and both have a 2+2 seating layout. Will this simply become a version of the SL but with a roof? Hopefully the cars will feel different enough in the way that they drive. Drift mode in the AMG GT will certainly, but on paper, the 1,970 kilogram GT is over 20 kilograms heavier than the SL. In fact, it's around 350 kilograms heavier than the previous generation car. Not ideal, but we'll keep an open mind.
Well, there we have it. The Mercedes AMG GT63 4MATIC Plus. with the V8 bi-turbo, and even better with the optional 2+2. What an absolute beaut of a car, and I am very excited that we will get behind the wheel before the end of the year, and then we can give you our final verdict. But for now, I think we can safely say that Mercedes-AMG are definitely on to a winner.